Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Canada CPA Online Academy podcast, where we bring real stories, real journeys, real CPAs, real guidance for helping you future CPAs to build meaningful careers. So today's guest is Chloe Kim. So please welcome her. She is from Calgary, but now moved to Seoul, Korea, and so she has spent last decade navigating the high stakes world of global finance. She became CPA in 2018 and she has leveraged her designation to take her career on to the international stage. She is a UBC alumni and a seasoned CPA. She has managed multi-million dollar power and utility portfolios at PwC Canada, and then she moved to Korea. She's now a senior manager at PwC Korea. She specializes in US IPOs and cross border transactions for major international corporations. And in March 2025, Chloe added a new designation to her portfolio. She became a mom. So, congratulations and welcome, Chloe.
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be on Deepa's YouTube channel and meet you all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving your time. And before we dive into like a deeper CPA questions, let's warm up with some rapid fire. Are you ready for it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so this is like a this or that type of question. So like I'll
Oh,
ask
okay.
you a question. It's a rapid fire, so you don't get to think, just answer. First thing that comes to your mind. Okay, you ready?
Sounds good.
Okay. So audit or tax?
Audit.
Audit, okay. For CFE, day two or day three?
Day two.
Day two? Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
think I would have chosen day three. Just
Mm.
like I like marathons, I guess. Early mornings or late nights during busy season?
Oh, during busy season, late nights.
Late nights?
Yeah, but I want to be an early morning person
You
ever
want
since
to
I
be?
became a mom. Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, yeah, you don't own your schedule after becoming a mom, right?
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, a coffee chat or a Zoom call?
Coffee chat in person?
Yes, in person.
Yeah, yeah, coffee chat in person. I
Okay,
prefer
so
in-person interactions. Yeah.
so next time you're in Calgary, we should have an in-person coffee chat then.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
ever since I became a mom, my schedule hasn't been little like little chaos, and then it's really hard for me to actually carve that time to meet like have interaction in person. Yeah,
yeah, I know. It's difficult.
it is.
Working from home or working from office?
Mm. I like the mixture of it. The ideal situation would be 3 days working from home and 2 days working office. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. When you go back to work and your baby starts troubling, you would maybe your answer will change. I'm like, I'm better at office. I
yes,
can focus.
probably. Yeah, probably, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is a difficult one now. Kimchi or pudding?
Sorry, say it again.
Kimchi or pudding?
Oh, kimchi or pudding? Kimchi, for sure,
For
because
sure.
I'm Korean. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Canadian winter or Korean summer? No, I should ask Canadian summer or Korean summer?
Oh, Canadian summer, for sure,
For sure.
100%. Yeah.
You miss the mountains and hikes and everything in Canada.
Yes, and plus no humidity.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
best part of Canadian summer.
Yeah.
Korean summer, is not something that I really enjoy. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I know. Indian summers are the same. Not that humid where I'm from, but it's just too hot.
exactly. And then in Korea summer, we have a rain season in August. pretty
Yeah.
much like 90% of the month it rains,
Yeah. Yeah.
which,
Not fun.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Baby's nap time or baby's playtime?
I may sound a little mean, mom, but baby's nap time.
No, you got to be you got to say it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not mean. We have all
Yeah,
been through that. Yeah. My
yeah.
kids are all grown up, but if you ask them like they being home or they being in school, they being in school. Like, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like my peace.
Yeah, you make me feel better. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, the cutest thing your little one has done while you're on a call.
Why am I on a cold? Oh, yeah. So he is supposed to be quiet, but he was cooing. So he just kept showing interest to participate in my meetings or the calls that I was having. So that was really cute. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it was a little embarrassing. Yeah.
Future CPA maybe taking interest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, no, that was fun. Okay, let's dive into it now and like just wanted to understand the beginning of your journey and like I know there are so many students listening to this interviews, they are in the stage where just trying to figure out what accounting is, if it is a right path or first on the CPA journey, what are the long-term goals and objectives for them. So, what originally drew you to pursue the CPA designation, and or was it like always a dream? Or tell me about your journey.
Yes, so for sure. So for me, the reason why I chose CPA, it was all about the expertise and stability. As an immigrant, I wanted a career that would give me a portable skill set that I could carry everywhere. And interestingly, I'm the only accountant in my family.
Okay.
So before moving to Canada, I actually dreamed of become a teacher so I
Mhm.
could teach people and then mentor people. And interestingly, this CPA kind of gave me that opportunity because CPA has that kind of educational aspect. So now I apply my CPA knowledge along with my educational interest. I apply it through day to day my job through financial literacy to clients and mentorship program.
Yeah. No, awesome. Like you're saying you're the first CPA. My whole family is accountant.
Hmm.
So it's just like so different backgrounds that bring this in, right? Yeah. So you have spent now a decade at PwC. You started in Canada, now in Korea, you are continued there. So, what were the most formative experiences during the early years there, especially?
Yeah, so the two formative experiences that come to my mind is first my first year being an audit manager at a Big Four. That was very challenging, but at the same time it was very rewarding.
Yeah.
Leading a team of five or more through a multi-million dollar transactions was very difficult. But it was truly a learning experience for me because through that experience, I learned not only a project management skill, but also leadership skills, like how to lead people under pressures. And second one actually was failing my first CFE.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wrote my CFE first time in 2017 and I rewrote in 2018 and became a successful CFE writer. But that the failure or CFE was very like definitely one of my most formative experience that I could say because it taught me more about the resilience than any success ever could. It forced me to look at my weaknesses and come back stronger.
Yeah, yeah. I know like, and sometimes it's just like that is the first hit that we get, right? Like over the like other career, high school and university and everything, we just succeed, and then we are not usually accustomed to failure. And sometimes CFE is, for most people, it's like the first hit that they
Mm.
get at a failure, and it's hard to navigate. And I think there might be a lot of viewers. So maybe in the interest of the viewers, like, could you share how did you approach it? Like, did you went back? Like, what went wrong in day one, day two, day three, or what was your approach to overcome and become a successful CP writer in the next one?
Yeah, so after I find out I failed my CFE the first time, I kind of went back and diagnosed my study plan. And I
Mm,
realized that I overstudied during my study break. I was anxious all the time, and I was really worried that my knowledge is not enough, and then I didn't write enough cases.
mm,
But I paused and then reflected. I realized that overstudying, it's not, didn't really help. And rather, it kind of became why I failed the CFE. So
mm,
what I did is I revamped my study plan when I rewrote it, and then I gave myself more time to debrief the cases and focus on a quality over quantity.
yeah.
So if anyone out there who is currently studying for CFE or failed the CFE last year and then try to restudy in this year, I want to emphasize that quality matters more than quantity. So please do take time to debrief because debriefing is the way to become a successful CFE writer.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I also like insist on that because sometimes you just need to understand the game.
Mm,
CFE, more technical, more cases is not going to help you unless you understand what is expected and how to approach it and how to tick all the boxes to get to that C. I think that's where debriefing is utmost important in the study part of it. Usually, it's
yes, for
like
sure.
people focus more on like just studying or like writing the cases, but I think debriefing should also be equally given weightage in the into the study plan. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So going back to the PwC Big Four environments, they can be intense. You shared your audit manager
Mm,
role. Um, it is intense, but at the same time, it's rewarding as well. Like
mm.
today, also when I look back to my, I think those were the formative years, or those were the years where I learned the most. It's from like Excel to how to study, how to time manage and everything. So what helped you thrive, and how was the like the support in PwC for your CP or CP preparation?
Yes. So what helped me thrive is just my motivation to do well. Yes. So that's why I chose my first career as a Big Four. Like I decided to go to the Big Four instead of going to industry. And I've had a huge motivation to learn a lot and then make the most out of it while I was in a Big Four.
Yeah.
And um, while how was the support? That was your second question.
Yeah.
I had a lot of support from my family because I live with my parents. So the fact that I was able to live with my parents in my early career, that was a huge like benefit. Especially even just a small thing like lunches.
Yes.
You know, like Asian mom, they always take care of you, right?
Yeah.
So even if I come home at like late nights and then didn't have time to pick my lunch in the morning before before I go to work, my lunchbox is always there, so I can easily pick it up and then still eat a healthy food instead of eating a junk food. So my family was definitely good support, and I had a good friends from my Big Four too. So
Yeah. It
those
helps
are the
like to
things
have
that,
like the study
yeah.
buddies and just like having the support of. maybe sometimes just an emotional moral support of everything. Everyone is going through the same thing, same, like time management problems or study problems or just debriefing and just rant it out sometimes, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So the people that I met at the Big Four are still my best friends. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so now then your story took a turn, exciting turn, I would say. So you moved from Canada to Korea. That's a
mhm.
bold move. So like listeners would want to understand like what went into that decision. So like it's a major transition. So
Mm.
what motivated the move and how did it like reshape your career?
Yeah, so it was actually the reason why I chose to move to Korea. It was a mix of a heart and ambition. So at that time, my grandma was in Korea, and I wanted to spend more meaningful time with her before she um, passed away. And actually, she actually passed away in 2021. And now
Mhm.
think back, I'm so grateful that I was there so I could see a little bit, I could spend a more family time with her. And professionally, at that time, I hit my 5-year career journey and had my CPA designation. And I wanted to see what my Canadian CPA could do on a global stage.
Mhm.
So moving to Seoul definitely gave me a chance to pivot from energy focused industry that I practice in Canada to more dynamic industry and portfolio like US IPOs, cross-country transactions, and more PCAOB based audit. So it definitely completely diversified my portfolio and it gave me a confidence too.
Right. Yeah, because it's like a reverse move, right? Like usually people move to US or Canada, it's like so this is like we moved from India to here. Now
Yeah.
I'm also seeing reverse migrations as well. People are moving back to India. So
Mhm.
like 5 years you're there now. Any regrets or you're happy?
I'm happy actually. Yeah. Um, like I'm happy in terms of the career wise because after spending some time in Canada and focusing on energy sector industry, I wanted to diversify my industry experiences. So that's why I chose Korea Seoul, which had
Mhm.
a little bit more dynamic industries. And the fact that I actually moved to Korea, it gave me a chance to explore what I'm interested in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of career-wise, I don't have any regrets, but at this point, I have a new addition to my family. So
Yes.
because of the family perspectives, then I do want to go back to Canada and see what I could do too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because like even if the profession remains the same, the audits remains the same. Like when you work in different countries, it's like a cultural shift as well, right? So what are the
hmm
biggest differences that you have noticed, like working in Canada, working in Seoul, like professionally, culturally, do you think there is a difference or it's the same? How do you see it?
Professionally, there's not much differences. The work is similar, and if you're a CPA in Canada, you are in CPA in Seoul too, and they
Mm-hmm.
expect the same from you. But culturally, lunch culture was completely different. So in Canada, desk lunches are very common, but in Korea, desk lunches are not as common as in Canada. Like lunchtime is so precious and it means more than just a meal. So people go to a restaurant together and then actually having a sit down meal because
Yeah.
having a meal represent the bonding time. So you could have a lunch meeting or with the clients and talk about the accounting matters. Also, you could actually build a report with the clients and you could bond with your colleagues too. So lunchtime becomes time to replenish your energy. So it could make your afternoon so much productive and then refreshing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. I think I miss lunchtimes in India as well. It's like
Mm,
similar culture, it's like, yeah, it's like you can just eat from your colleague's tiffin and like just,
mm.
it's like it was like a shared tiffin or lunch time. Or it's like it's the culture is built that way. It's not looked down upon or anything. It's just built that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Just different. Yeah.
it's different. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. And then as a woman in the
Mm.
profession, do you feel, first of all, do you feel you felt any challenges and how did you navigate them if there were challenges?
Yes. So, I'm currently on a mat leave and navigating the career pause of motherhood has been so far as one of the challenging experience. Being on a mat leave, I'll admit that I felt FOMO, fear of
Yeah,
missing out.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You miss the
like
routine. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So watching my male peers or someone that who doesn't have a child yet, um, like they continue their career trajectory without a break, but I see myself and then having a pause in my career. But however, I've learned to reframe it, saying that I'm not behind. I'm actually building a different part of my life and career trajectory. So to navigate these challenges, that's why I've signed up for the CPA mentorship, where I actually was able to connect with Deepa and try to connect with other women who've already gone through what I've gone through so I could learn from there. Through conversation with them, I gain more clarities and empower myself to design a life that I want to live. And I'm really happy that I decided to take this pause and reflect.
Yeah. No, like I say, I understand where you're coming from. You're like into it right now, have gone through that. And then today sitting here looking back when I took 7, 8 years gap as a mother when my second kid was born. So like when you're in that moment, it's like, oh, am I missing out? Am I like falling behind?
Mm-hmm.
Today, I feel it doesn't matter. I still am where I wanted to be, and maybe it took me a few more years than others, but I enjoyed that time with my daughters fully. Like I wouldn't trade it with career definitely. So yeah,
For
you're
sure.
you're you, in addition to career, you're building a human as well. So like yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's shift our gears a little bit into like CPA journey, CFE, the mindset. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a milestone like that. It just does not test your knowledge. It tests the mindset. Like the CPA test us from everything. So CFE is like a huge milestone. So how did you covered a little bit, but how on that, but how did you stay like mentally resilient
Mm-hmm.
and maintain that confidence during that 3 day, like specific that exam period?
Yeah, so the first time I wrote my CFE, like I mentioned it, I failed because I overstudied. So I sacrificed my sleep and I stayed anxious. So second time, what I did is I actually treated it like a 9 to 5 job
Mm.
during my study break. I stopped at 5 p.m. sharp and prioritized my 8 hours of sleep and started every morning with self-affirmation to boost my confidence, saying that I could do this.
Yeah.
And during the exam days, like 3 days exam could be very like exhausting. So what I did is I focused on hydration and rest. So
Mhm.
every during the exam, I made sure that I didn't really study too much on the next topic. Rather, I gave myself enough time to just relax and then which gave me a clarity of my mind, and that was much valuable than just 1 extra hours of cramming and then looking into my study notes.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's just you have to be sane to attend the 5 hour day one, day two exams, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
that's very true. Now and like for from PwC, all big fours, like they provide like a structured support for CPA candidates. So
Mhm.
did you use those resources, coaching or your study groups? Can you throw a little bit more light on like what support you had uh, from there?
Yeah, so the supports that I received from before, which I'm grateful, are like study material, including a study plan
Mhm.
and coaching, meaning that I had my CPA mentor. So when I was having a down, when I was feeling a little like down, I was able to reach out to her and then have a discussions. And then lastly, it was like a study group, like the networks. So I was able to form a study group so I could study with them together. Yeah. But it was really helpful, but the biggest key success matter to become successful CV writer is leveraging those resources and make it on your own.
Yes.
So if anyone out there that who feel a little discouraged because, oh, I don't have enough resources or support from the employer, don't be, because if you go out there, there are a lot of resources on the internet. Even just Deepa's YouTube channel, you can find so much resourceful, so much useful resources, and you can actually find your study groups online too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, just don't be discouraged and just have a mindset that you could be a successful CV writer and you could be successful. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes like it's like what worked for me might not work for you, right? Like sometimes like
Hmm.
even on my channel, I say, this is how I approach day one,
Hmm.
this is my approach. But like sometimes it could be different. Like, this is how I wrote day two. This is how I approach day three. Like, this is
Hmm.
my method. It might work for you. Okay, if it works, take it. If it not, just use all the resources as you said, but make it your own, like devise your own. And then after practicing a few cases, you will have that type of thing uh, to you, right?
For sure.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that. Then tagging on to that, like okay, CFE is just like the start of the journey.
Yeah.
Going to the CPA world, what skills you would say like technical or soft skills you believe like the future CPAs in Canada need to like develop to to stay competitive and to build a career as a CPA?
Yeah, so to stay competitive, technically you need a rock solid basics. So you can exercise discernment and making a good professional judgment. But you, with the AI trends, you must also be an early adopter of AI.
Yeah.
In few years, or not even few years, like a few months, the market will soon to be divided into those who use AI to increase the productivity like 10 times and those who don't. So like be have a solid accounting basics with the open mindset to utilize the AI can be something that you can stay competitively. However, in terms of the soft skill side, your unique advantage around your career will be a communication because communications is having in-person communication is not something that AI can't replace. So those kind of communication skill sets and having a trust building dialogue with your clients, it's gonna be your unique selling point. So polish your soft skills, and that's where your value lies.
Yeah, so true. Like I have seen so many people who are just struggling. Like they're technically strong, but I think
Hmm.
communication is what gives you the further growth or senior roles, or especially in the senior roles, that is what becomes. your differentiating factor, and managing people. I think that would be the second thing as well.
For sure.
Yeah. Um, I think thank you so much for sharing all your journey. Before we close off, any last piece of advice you have for our viewers?
Um, like anyone who wants to pursue a CPA designations, I want to say kudos for you guys. You made a right choice. CPA could be your career foundations, and with the CPA designation, you can do whatever you want to do in your career. So if anyone out there who's uncertain about your career, especially long term, just don't beat yourself. It's
Yeah.
okay. I'm currently going through that uncertainty, and then I now finally start to see a clarity. And I've been working in this industry for 10 years.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're in early, then it's kudos for you to start asking that question. So, but like, continue to what you're doing, and even if you make one choice, it doesn't mean that you have to stick to that choice entire your life. With the CPA, with the CPA, you already have a good foundation. So just remember, you can always pivot your career and then build the life that you want to live.
Yeah. Great advice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chloe, for your time, and wish you all the best for your like after post mat leave journey and future journey as a CPA.
Yes,
Thank
wish
you.
me luck.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Yeah.